About you, the debaters, and then as I say, thank you for being here. The various directors of the CBOs, like we had one of our brothers, D. Francisco Hina, we say thank you for being here. The president of Tua Junior High School, let me say thank you for being here, my brother. The honorable mayor of Freetown City, the Lord Mayor, let me say thank you so much for being here on this occasion. At this time, let me say thanks to the county coordinator in Brother Azar K. Nyepa for affording me this opportunity to be part of this history-making occasion. With the task given me to perform here this morning, our today's guest speaker he's a young man like myself, and he's youth friendly. He's a man with a patient heart. He gives to people, and indeed, when it comes to his academic credential, he's a graduate. He's a graduate of the G.W. Gibson High School in Greenville County, and then he also a current student of the United Methodist University, Moravia, and then he's also a staff at the office of the Chief Executive Marshal Protocol, and then he's currently the chairman. He's currently the chairman of Congress for Democratic Change, CDC for short, and he's serving in the position as Governing Council Chairperson. And then, having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to kindly rise as we welcome our today's guest on the podium. Is no one else but Mr. June Steele Hine.
Thank you. Please be seated. Okay. Honorable Superintendent of Virginia County, as my junior brother put it, the longest. He's not interested to be called the longest, but by record is the longest. He doesn't have to be interested. The city mayor of our city, Fishtown, my dear brother and instructor of the Trinity High School, Samuel Pay, representatives of the organizers of the occasion, and I will say distinguished students of the both debate team, representatives from various schools, other observers who are here, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be called upon this morning as an academician. You must always be ready when you are called upon. In spite of being told half hour ago to be the chief launcher and guest speaker of this occasion, I am grateful for this wonderful invite. And I also want to thank, like I always say, to thank the pastor of our Constitution, the 1986 Constitution. One of the privileges provided for the 1986 Constitution is what you are enjoying today, to assemble peacefully and exchange ideas. So whenever I am given the opportunity to speak to audience, I take advantage of that to appreciate those who envision the idea that there is a need for us to sit peacefully as citizens. So I also want to thank the organizers for this wonderful program. Debate is just about having command over the issue. The issue you intend to defend is about having absolute command over it. The confidence to defend what you choose to defend. It forms part of the foundation building of your intellectual skill. Because it sometimes weakens your educational background, when your intellectual abilities, your speaking skills are very poor, it questions your ability, or it questions your background as an educated person. Yes, there are people who find it very difficult to be intellectually strong, but debates are some of the foundation building, are some of the methods used to build up your speaking skill. And when you choose any topic of any side of the topic that you are going to debate, it is about you strongly having a command to defend why you chose out of that particular topic. I just want to make this clear to you. Have absolute command over the topic, over the issue you choose to defend as a debater. So I want to thank those of you who have taken the courage to come and stand before your audience, your colleagues, to represent your school. That is the first step that one has to take. That self-courage, that self-confidence that I am capable of representing my institution to debate issues. That courage should first come to you. And for those of you who have taken the courage, I want to thank you. Like I earlier indicated of the craft of our constitution, I also want to thank the county superintendent who serves as the implementer. People representing the chief executive and the enforcer are people who are there to ensure that law and order is of the day. So I want to thank the superintendent for not just implementing law and order, but ensuring that sanity exists among us. And then for you students, I just want to assure you that your foundation should begin from your intellectual prowess. You become more attractive in society when you are an outspoken person. When you speak well, you look very much attractive. Like somebody was making reference to the county superintendent. You must learn to have control over grammar. Be careful. Do not choose to use words that you have not seen. It will give you a hard time that you hear from somebody that you want to say it. Do your best to have a glance of any word that you want to use. Then you will know the syllable, the spelling. By the time you have access to all of these things, you will have command. But if you hear it from someone and you want to use it, you will be vulnerable to too many mistakes of that word. So learn to do your research. Any word that attracts you, follow it up and do a research to have idea as to how it is used properly. That is part of learning. So that will urge you, the both teams that have come to represent your various institutions, to defend the issue. Have absolute command over the topic that you are going to defend. And your responsibility is to convince the judges. And the judges will look at your body language, the command, your posture, your appearance. That alone will inform the judges that you have absolute information. You are well informed of the topic that you are about to defend. I just want to thank you and to take this opportunity, as I was informed as Chief Launcher, and despite the superintendent being here, but this is another way of representing him as you go about your program. So, with the invite given me, which says I serve as Chief Launcher, I do hereby declare this wonderful debate open as you go about it peacefully. Thank you ever so much.